Just in time.
Oh, thanks.
Robert, you better get ready for school. Anything interesting?
No, it's about the transferal of the Emmerdale milk quota. Some bureaucracy about the change of address.
Why's it still called the Emmerdale milk quota?
Well, because the milk comes from Emmerdale cows.
But we don't live at Emmerdale Farm anymore, do we?
Well, no, but it's still Emmerdale land that we farm.
Why don't we call it Hawthorne Cottage Land?
What sort of a name would that be?
Well, that's our address.
Oh, yeah. We live in Hawthorne Cottage, but the land is still Emmerdale.
It's a bit confusing, isn't it, Robert?
You can't call this place Emmerdale.
Why not?
Well, because it's not Emmerdale. I mean, Emmerdale Farm's always been where the old house is for centuries. It's in all the maps.
Well, they do update maps, you know, Jack, from time to time.
Look, if I know anything, it'll mean a whole lot more forms to fill in. Why can't you just accept that you live at Hawthorne Cottage?
But it's still Emmerdale.
Oh, go on, get on with you. Get ready for school.
Boom, boom. You sound in a good mood.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Things must be running smooth between you and Zoe.
Yeah, they're all right, yeah.
Oh, listen, you see those dandelion heads soaking there?
Yeah.
Just leave them. Don't touch them.
Yeah, fine.
Right, I'm off to work. Look after Archie, Alice.
Yeah, well.
Someone's got to try and keep the feet on the ground around here. Ta-da. Morning.
Morning. Slept again?
No. Nothing to get up for.
Oh, Michael, don't take that self-pitying tone.
Well, it's true, there isn't. You could be out looking for some work. No money for bus fares.
I'll be off.
See you later.
Bye. I thought you said you got money from the prison to tide you over.
Oh, I don't know how long that's going to last. It could be weeks before I get my gyro.
Well, I hope you don't think you're going to sit around here all day until it comes.
Well, I'm not in your way.
I know, love, but it's not easy working from home when there's someone else mooching around. Why don't you go and see your friends?
What friends?
Oh, come on.
They don't want to know me round here, Mum. As far as they're concerned, I'm just an ex-con.
Are you trying to tell me that Nick and Archie and Lynn won't want to know you? Oh, when I think of the way Lynn stood by you.
I wasn't convicted then.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Anyway, even if it's true, you can't sit round here day after day. It's not good for you.
OK, I get the message.
Good.
Is it all right if you have some breakfast first, though?
Ray, for the last time, will you turn that music down? Will you listen to me? I am sick and tired of complaints from the neighbours about the noise you make. Anybody would think there was a party going on in here. And as for that nail varnish, I don't know what you think you look like. And you needn't think you're going to school dressed like that. You're a mess.
Who said anything about school?
Well, where do you think you're going? Where are you going?
Anywhere. London.
London?
Yeah, I fancy a few nights in a cardboard box.
Well, if you think I'm letting you leave this house...
Just try and stop me. Lorraine, get off!
You'll be all right here for an hour or two, won't you?
Of course. Why'd you ask?
I've got to pop out.
Where are you going?
Oh, just business.
This is all very sudden.
What is it?
Come on, what are you up to?
Nothing.
Chris.
I can't tell you. Yet. You'll just have to wait.
That's not fair.
See you later.
Hello, Amos.
You've got him hard at it, Sarah. That's what I like to see.
Amos.
What brings you up here?
I've got a bit of news for you.
From Ma?
I've had a phone call from Leonard.
Did he say how Ma was?
Oh, she's all right, very well, in fact. I think she's coming back.
I see. You'd think she could phone us herself to tell us that.
And Leonard's coming with her.
Well, where do they think they're going to stay?
Oh, he's going to stop with me. I don't know where she's going to be staying. She'll be going back to Mill Cottage, I dare say.
Oh, right. For a minute, I thought she was going to cause a scandal in the village.
Not very likely that Annie would do that.
Nothing Ma does these days would surprise me. And you're the culprit.
Huh?
The day you invited her to Spain, that's when she started getting ideas in her head.
Jack would rather Annie stayed in the farm kitchen brewing mugs of tea.
Talking of which, when am I going to get an invite up to your new place?
Well, you don't have to wait for an invitation. Mind you, you'll have to take us as you find us.
Oh, I'm happy to.
Well, this afternoon, then. I love showing people around.
I'll ask him to phone you as soon as he gets back. Not at all. Bye. Hello, Frank?
Morning. What's about?
No, he went out. Said he'd be back sometime this afternoon.
So where's he gone? Did he say?
No.
You sure he didn't say, or are you just being discreet?
No, why?
I haven't forgotten what he said the other evening, you know, about joining Kim with a minority shareholders action.
Oh, that.
Yes, that. I was very hurt by that.
But he didn't mean it.
Didn't he? You sure? How do I know he's not off now, plotting with her this very minute?
Frank, listen to yourself. Chris has not turned against you. In fact, he's being very, very loyal. Yes, Kim did come to see him weeks ago and asked him to join her in this legal action, but Chris sent her away with a flea in her ear.
Really? I wish I could believe you.
You know something? You just want to believe everyone's against you because it suits you right down to the ground.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry too, Frank.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Chris is a good lad, and
Yes. Can you tell him I'll call him back? Thanks. Come on, let's go back to the mill. I'll, make us some lunch. Come on.
Hello. Hey, hello. Where's Archie?
When here, who's that?
It's me.
No, then. How's tricks?
Ah, not so bad. Just thought I'd pop round and see you. What are you doing?
I'm tidying up Nick's mess. It stinks. So have you been?
Oh, all right. I'm glad it's over with. Mind you, it feels funny being back.
How do you been?
Just wanted everything to be like it was before I went inside. But, you know, it's not.
Well, you weren't away very long, were you, really? You've only been back for 5 minutes. It's going to take time.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, just ignore me. Are you going to put the kettle on then?
No, I can't. I've got to go out.
Oh.
Yeah, I take kids at water babies this morning. Got a bus to catch.
Oh, well, don't worry. Don't worry.
Well, do you want to come with us?
Nah, I'm not too keen on swimming baths.
Never mind it.
has Chris said anything to you about what he thinks Kim's chances are of winning the action?
Not really. He thinks it's just a ploy on her part so she can get more money from the divorce settlement.
Well, if it's money she's after, she's barking up the wrong tree. Times aren't what they were. We had our worst year last year ever. The money's just not there to be had.
I'm not sure that's your best line of defence right now.
And it's got nothing to do with mismanagement. Everyone's been affected by the recession. She cannot make a charge of mismanagement stick.
I don't know, with Joe on her side.
Yeah, well, they'll soon see through that one, won't they? They'll soon see that he's got a chip on his shoulder.
Will they?
That woman won't be happy until she's ground me into the dirt.
Oh, Frank.
It's true.
I don't agree. Kim is not vindictive.
So what do you think?
I think if you were to offer her a decent settlement, you'd find that'd be the end of this legal action.
Has she told you this?
No, I don't see her. Come on, it's fairly obvious.
Well, not to me, it isn't.
Why don't you put it to the test? Make her an offer.
After the way she's behaved.
Frank, you've got nothing to lose by trying. On the other hand, if you don't settle out of court...
I could lose control of everything I've ever worked for.
All right, Michael. Do you want a drink?
Oh, no, I'm fine, thanks.
Just half a lager, please. So how does it feel to be back, then?
Oh, it's all right. I'm looking for a job.
I could put a good word in for you at the holiday village if you like. Then again, maybe not.
No, I wouldn't mention my name while you're on Frank Takes Land.
Yeah.
Michael, hi. Why have you been up to see me?
Well, I've been meaning to, but I've been so busy since I got back.
So how are things?
Still homeless and jobless.
Oh, it'll get better. Look, I've got to dash him off to cash and carry.
Oh,
Come and
well,
see me.
You won't buy me a drink. Oh, but don't think I'm going to make a habit of it. One scotch and one pint, please, Carol. Mark? Michael?
I thought you were supposed to be picking dandelions, Seth.
I were, but I reckon Nick can manage on his own. Been back into all that exercise these days.
It never was, as far as I recall, Seth. Oh, do you want a drink, lad, by the way?
No thanks, mate.
He don't get any more cheerful, does he?
Yes, could you put me through to Kim Tate, please?
Hiya, love. Sorry I was gone so long.
Long lunch by the look of things.
I know. It was your dad.
Not drunk again.
No, he wasn't drunk, but he's in a terrible state over this legal thing Kim set in motion. I thought it'd be a good idea to take him away from the office.
Huh?
And I was convinced that you're plotting against him with Kim.
Me? He's getting paranoid.
Well, so much for your bright idea about going to see all my friends.
What? What's the matter?
Well, they don't want to know me, that's what.
That can't be true.
When they see me coming, they immediately think of something more important they've got to do.
Well, maybe they have. People are working, you know.
Yeah, so they say.
Oh, Michael. I hate it when you're in this mood.
I can't help it, I'm angry.
Well, don't be. You think the world owes you a living.
No, I don't. All I'm asking is for a chance, that's all.
Look, love, I know it's not easy coming back to a place like this, but people will forget, you know. You've just got to give them time.
How long will it take? I don't know if I can be bothered to hang around waiting for them to forget.
Something wrong?
No, not really. He's just finding it a bit difficult coming back to Beckindale. He thinks nobody wants to know him.
He's his own worst enemy, that's his trouble.
Aye, I know.
So I met Wolfpack at dinner time. Amos offered him a drink, he wouldn't have it.
I don't know what to do to help him. I don't really.
He's a big lad now. Has to sort it out his son.
Oh, Debbie, have you seen Lorraine?
Sorry.
She wasn't at school then. You don't know where she might have gone. I'm really worried about her. She left in such a state this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Nelson.
You don't know who she hangs out with, do you?
No. The last time I saw her was that day at your house, Mrs. Nelson.
Well, look, if you see her, if she calls around her, if you see anybody
I'll
who's seen
tell
her-
you, but I don't think I will. Not today.
Heavy duty.
Tell me about it.
Do you know what she's up to?
I know she's in the right state most of the time, but I don't know where she goes.
Now, you are stopping for tea, Amos?
I hope so. I thought that's what I was asked up here for.
Well, you're lucky. There's some cake left.
So, have you given any thought as to what you're going to call this place, then?
Sarah been working on you while my back's been turned, has she?
No, I have not.
Why, have I said something out of turn?
No, it's just something Robert brought up this morning. He can't understand why the land's still known as Emmerdale and the house isn't.
Because it's a different house, that's why.
Well, I don't know. Any house where Sugden family lives will be Emmerdale for me.
Looks like you can be outvoted, Jack.
Yeah, but don't you think it's disloyal to the old house? I mean, it's as if we're pretending it never existed.
Don't be so daft. If you want to change it, just change it and have done with it. She's very good sponge cake, Sarah.
Oh, thank you, Amos.
Very light.
I'm glad you like it.
Make it with pheasant's eggs, did you?
No, why?
Well, they're good for sponge cakes, didn't you know that?
No.
Annie reckons they're best at lot when it comes to baking. Light, beautiful flavour. If you want to give her a treat when she comes to tea with Leonard, you make her a coffee cake with pheasant's eggs.
I'll fix that netting, Mrs. Pollard.
Right you are, Seth.
So I'll see you tomorrow afternoon, then.
Oh.
Come on. Come on.
OK. Bye-bye. Don't offer to help with the digging, will you?
Oh, she's gone out, off in one of her moods.
I wouldn't panic yet, Carol. It's early days.
Where can she be going? She's been gone all day and she's getting so tarty looking, Lynn. It breaks my heart.
She's annoyed about losing her job and she holds you responsible for it. She's doing all this to get back at you.
Oh, she's succeeding.
Lorraine will be back when she gets it out of her system.
I hope she does.
Hello?
You'd better get back to the bar. Someone wants serving.
Unattended bar. It would not have happened in my day.
I'm sorry, I was busy out there. What can I get you?
I'll have a large scotch, please, Carol, with ice.
Archie! I don't believe it. I told you not to touch them.
What's so weird? It's only smelly old dandelions.
There might well be smelly old dandelions now, but when they're fermented, they'd make a really nice wine. Or rather, they would have.
Well, I doubt it. Anyway, weren't you ever warned about dandelions at school?
No. Why, what?
You made it wet the bed.
Oh, pull the other one.
It's true.
Look, stop making excuses for yourself. You weren't listening to me and you just threw them away. Admit it.
Oh, look at it this way. I did you a favour. Anyway, you've got another bucket on the go. I saw it as soon as I came in.
That's not the point.
Look, I don't think you should be brewing alcohol in a house that's used for childminding. Could be against the law, couldn't it?
You just can't admit when you're wrong, can you?
Not only that, you've got to bring your own house with you.
Still not back?
Mr. Turner, I really don't like to ask you this, but would you mind very much if I went home?
Well, is this going to do any good? All you're going to do is worry there rather than worry here.
Yes, I know, but if anything's happened to her, if somebody's trying to get in touch with me...
I'm sure nothing has happened to her, Carol. You know as well as I do she'll just roll up in her own good time.
Yeah, well, I wish I did know that.
Very well. You better go home if you're going. Your mind's not on your work anyway.
Thanks, Mr. Turner. Look, I'm really sorry about this.
Carol. I'm sorry about this too, but you really must learn to leave your domestic problems at home. All-day opening starts at the end of this month. You've really got to get yourself sorted out.
No one had any time for him, so he says. Came all the way to the fish farm especially to tell me.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry.
I don't know, I never learned, do I? This time last week I was so looking forward to him coming out of prison.
Well, I did say it was going to be a difficult time.
You'd think I'd know by now. The things you look forward to never turn out how you imagined. He says he wants nothing more to do with Beckindale.
Well, could be a good thing. Somewhere new, fresh start.
In a way, isn't the answer. He needs something to do, but he's just not interested. I had some heavy work to do this afternoon, but when I asked him to help me, he just didn't want to know. 6 o'clock and I was still digging in stakes. Oh, that reminds me. There's something I want to show you.
Oh, yes? Looks like bronze to me. Where did you get it?
I took it up at the fish farm. I don't know how long it had been lying there. Years, I suppose.
Hundreds of years by the look of it.
You think it's very old?
Don't know. It could be reproduction, but I don't think so. Roman? If so, it could be worth a few quid.
How much?
It's got the blood running, hasn't it?
No, seriously, how much?
I don't know. Have to get a specialist to have a look at it. Possibly a couple of thousand.
Pounds?
Yes.
Oh, my God, you gave me a fright sitting there. Why didn't you turn the light on? And why didn't you answer the phone? I've been worried sick about you. I was thinking of calling the police. Where on earth have you been? And what have you done to your face?
Get away from me.
You've been drinking, haven't you?
So what?
Where have you been to get into that state? And what happened to your face?
Nothing.
Oh, no, my girl, you're not going anywhere until you tell me what happened. Now, sit down there.
Let go of me.
Sit down! Now, you just tell me what happened. Were you in a fight or what? What happened, Lorraine?
What's the point? It's over now.
Come on, love, tell me what happened.
I went to the blackjack.
The blackjack in Skipdale? Well, what on earth did you go there for? You know what a terrible reputation
Like I
it's got.
said, what's the point telling you?
I'm sorry, love, I'm listening.
I just wanted to get away from this place. He offered to buy me a drink.
Who did?
Just a bloke. He said he'd give me a lift home. The next thing I knew, he was all over me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, don't worry, I got away. I ran all the way to the bus station. He called me a stupid tart. I could hear him all the way down the street. Stupid tart. I lost my bag, my money.
Coming to bed?
Yes.
Put the light out, eh?
A couple of £1,000 would come in very handy, wouldn't it?
I'll say.
Make up for the money we lost on that car.
Yes. Yes, it would.
Eric, it does belong to me, doesn't it?
Why do you ask?
Well, I found it, but it was found on Frank Tate's land.
We should call the police.
Why? They'll all say I deserved it. He was right, I am a tart. And if I am one, I may as well behave like one.
Oh, Lorraine, you are not a tart. How can you say such a thing? Oh, sweetheart, don't be like that. You are not a tart. You're not.
I am.
No, love, that's the drink talking.
No, it's not. I fit in there, I know I do. I'm not like other people, I never will be now.
You are like other people. Of course you are.
No, I'm not. All the other kids in the village, at school, they don't know what I'm like. If they ever found out...
Love, that wasn't your fault.
But it's made me different. I feel like I'm a freak.
Lorraine, you are not a freak.
I am. And I'm never going to get over it now.
Look, if you want to, you can.
I think...
What?
I think what happened with Dad... Well, it was because there was something wrong with me in the first place.
Lorraine, no.
He always said there was.
You can't take any notice of what your dad said. He told you what he wanted you to believe.
He said...
Oh, don't, love.
He said I asked for it. He said I'd never amount to anything. And he's right.